Welcome everyone, welcome to first ever episode of What Am I Eating Today? So I'm short on time. I have a client coming up in about 45 minutes and so I wanted to make something really fast. I'm going to go plant-based for this meal. So what I have is I got a bag of organic mix coleslaw, just of course the cabbage part of it, and carrots. I got some apple cider vinegar, some salt and pepper, and some vegan mayo. And this is really quick to put together. You also need a little bit of sweet to put it all together. So I am simply going to use stevia, to make it a little bit sweet. So there's that. And I'm also going to have a Beyond Meat burger with it. So the burger's going to take the longest to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on the grill. You preheat your skillet. I'm just going to do it in the skillet. You can spray with a little bit of anything just to put it on the pan. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this avocado oil spray. I could have used olive oil. I've done that before. And so I just peel back the plastic is what I normally do, unless it becomes challenging. Like maybe my fingers are slippery. I think I got it. All right, good. So we get one out, and I'm just taking them right out of the oven or the freezer, so it's frozen. Pop it there. So if your pan is preheated, it's only 4 minutes each side. I'm gonna put this back in the freezer. Mine's not. So I'm just gonna go by how I like to have them cooked. I normally put it on, I leave my little number here on 4, and then I just cover it. And I like to have like a little bit of crunch on the outside of it, so I kind of let it go for a little bit till it gets a little brown and crispy on one side, and then I flip it over. Sometimes I cook it less, sometimes I cook it more. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so for the coleslaw, I actually have a little recipe I picked up here. Celery seed. I think I do have celery seed, but I don't know where it is. I'll look for a second. Anyway, so I just went to easiest first one, right? It's noracooks.com. I'm just gonna whip this one together real fast. It's just classic vegan coleslaw. It should be really quick to make. So I'm gonna put all the wet in first because that makes more sense, and then put the coleslaw on top. So let me just look for the celery seed real fast. Normally I keep it on this side over here. So let me see if I have some celery seed. I got sesame seed. I have cloves. That would not work. Nutmeg, mint. Let's see. Pumpkin pie. Alright, so we're going to say nay on the celery seed. Yeah, that's coriander. Yep. So we're just going to say nay. No big deal for me. I'll like all these flavors together anyway. Okay, so let's get started. So it says half a cup of vegan mayo. I'm just going to go to my desired taste, and you can always add more as you go along. So I'm just going to get out a spatula and just start taking some out. So that looks about to be a half a cup, and I can always put more later. You know how it goes. Okay, so it calls for some salt. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to use my hand. Probably enough, 1/4 teaspoon. I'm actually going to put a little bit of pepper in here. So I'm just going to desired taste. And it doesn't have to be perfectly according to the recipe. And then this gives a little bit of tang is some raw apple cider vinegar. We put 2 tablespoons. So let me find the, oh, I think it's just a twist off. Tells you how much I use that stuff. It is a full bottle. Okay, so let me find, I got a half a tablespoon. That'll work. For these, 1, 2, 3, 4, voila. Nice and easy. Put that off to the side. What's that? Boom, 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 boom. I'm just going to give it a little stir around. All right, just to kind of mix everything together. And then I'm going to throw in 1 little packet of stevia, and that should be quite enough to give it a little bit of a sweet taste. So let me go ahead and get 1 little packet of stevia out of here. Might even be too much, but meh. All right, 1 little packet of stevia. You can hear the Beyond Burger starting to cook. All right, we open the bag here. And I'm just going to put it all in here. I'm going to put a half and then stir in the wet. Okay, and I'm going to add the rest. Actually, that might be. Okay, so I can tell already I definitely need to add more mayo. So let me add a little bit more vegan mayo. It's almost enough, but I want to use the whole bag. So let's get the rest. Since it is for coleslaw, might as well put the whole thing here. And then you can have a little extra coleslaw for later. Makes sense, right? Okay, so there's that. I'll probably put another teaspoon or another tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Or just half. Okay. Sounds like it is about time to flip my Beyond Burger. Let me take care of that. See, I get just a little bit of color. You can see the color. Gives it a little bit of crust. That's actually almost done. Okay. We're just eating the ones that jumped out. Stir, stir, stir. Just folding in the dressing with the cabbage mix or the coleslaw mix. Okay, and if you're wondering what's going on in the background, that's Sesame Street. I have a little guy here, so I'm trying to keep him busy, but I think you already saw him. Okay, so you can always add more and make this even more mayonnaise-y taste by just adding more of course, the dressings on there. But I think that's enough. It looks pretty wet. I think everything looks fairly covered, and it's got a little extra sauce. But everyone has their own taste buds, so you might actually like it a little bit more. Okay, so let me put this on and eat again the little jumpers. Okay, so let's see how long that's taken me. That took 9 minutes so far to get all this stuff together. So not very long at all. Or even maybe even less than that, because I think I talked a little bit in the beginning. So I'm just continuing to do this, waiting for my Beyond Burger to be done. And then I'm going to plate it. Okay. So if I had some extra time, I would probably put the coleslaw just in the fridge to get it cool. But again, I'm running a little close on time, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Okay, getting my plate. I'm gonna put a little coleslaw on the side. And I'm just trying not to dirty anything else, so I'm using my spatula. It works, right? Okay, and you can put however much you want. Half cup, somewhere around there. It's probably a full cup, about 8 ounces or so, 6 to 8 ounces, let's say. I have reading glasses on, so everything looks a little bit bigger than it should. Okay, so let's check on this burger and see what's going there. Let me see. So you want it to cook through, but it's supposed to have a little bit of pink on the inside. This is probably done already. I'm probably going to cook it just a little bit more. I want to get the other side to have a little bit of crust on it, so I'm just going to let it cook for a little bit more. I guess since I'm waiting, I'll put this in the fridge. Okay, so we're going to do a time lapse of, I'm going to say 2 minutes, right? So 2 minutes, I'm going to go, it's almost there. And check on my son, and I'll be right back, okay? Be right back. All right, I am back. So let's check in, see if we got a little crust on the other side. Voila, crust. Turn this off the heat. Let's grab our plate. It has a little bit of chill to it, which is perfect. Okay, here you have it. Yeah, I have a little coleslaw and a little Beyond Meat burger in less than 15 minutes, right? Low carb, plant-based, tasty. All right, until next time, take care of yourself, eat well. Bye-bye.